the bench, Dalton Hamas with 6 points for the Iowa Wolves. The leader is Naz Reid with 7 points, 6 for Jalen Noel. It's just been a tough shooting night. 10 of 35 for 29% for the Iowa Wolves.
King with it for the Spurs. Gives it off for Lawson. Lawson's pass off Ledbetter's hands out of bounds, so a turnover out of the timeout for Austin.
And again, Iowa coming off that 26 made three performance on Wednesday night, 2 of 9 from 3 tonight, while the Austin Spurs are 7 of 14 from downtown.
Noel with it. Noel drives it to the basket, and he was fouled as he tried to throw that one down.
Lawson picking up the personal.
Dedrick Lawson.
The Iowa Wolves will be on the road for the next 3 games here to end up the month of November. On the 26th at Northern Arizona, on the 29th at Santa Cruz, and on the 30th at Stockton, while the Spurs will be at home to finish up the month of November. On the 24th, that's a Sunday, taking on Salt Lake City. On Monday against Lakeland, and on Friday the 29th against South Bay. Upcoming schedules for both teams, and we appreciate everybody watching and listening tonight on NBAGleague.com and the G League app.
Noel made the free throw, cuts the lead to 18. King with it out front. Iowa looks like they're in a little bit of a zone look here. And here's Ledbetter on a pull-up inside the arc. Shot won't go, and rebounded for Naz Reid into the hands of McLaughlin. McLaughlin gives it off for Noel. Noel has his pocket picked out front by Tevin King. King on the drive, lobs it up top for Hamas, and he lays it in off the glass.
Boy, that was a tough lean back, kiss off the glass out time by Hamas. My back hurt watching him go back for it.
Here's Wigington on the attack. Kicks to the corner. Murphy's three is on the way. Off the mark, no good. Wigington, shot goes, and he was fouled. Lindell in good offensive rebounding position on that weak side after the Murphy miss. Chance for a three-point play.
We like to see Iowa make a couple stops here and make some baskets to kind of cut this away from that 20-point deficit. But we've been around this for a long time, John, at the G League, the NBA level. At this point, a lot of time on the game, you just want to chip it down a couple minutes at a time.
Three-point play completed as Lindell makes the free throw. 47-30, the lead to 17. Here's Lawson, his shot rattles in.
Good defense there. Shut him down and just kind of flipped it up there and found its way in.
Wigington pulls up off the ball screen. Three off the mark, no. One and done again there for Iowa. Ledbetter kicks it to King. Now they find Lawson top of the key. Over to Hamas. Hamas on a pull-up jumper. Shot off the mark. Wigington with the rebound. Lindell gives it off for Jalen Noel.
Ooh.
And it's Tevin King diving into the front row trying to save that one. Might have lost a beer down there.
Next home game for the Iowa Wolves will be Monday, December 2nd versus the Oklahoma City Blue at 7 o'clock. Go to iowolves.com for ticket information. And by the way, from December 13th to January 6th, the Iowa Wolves will be at home for 8 ball games in the month of December and early January, so check it out, iowolves.com for some of those games, including December 13th against Maine and December 14th, Sioux Falls, and December 17th with Oklahoma City in town. So some upcoming games for the Iowa Wolves. And also in there is the visit in Vegas, again, John, for the interesting tournament they're going to have that doesn't count on the schedule, but some
counts on the pocketbook.
Some pocketbooks could be a little better off because of it.
Yeah, $100,000 going to the winning team for that NBA Showcase tournament.
John will probably talk a little bit about that during the halftime.
Yeah, I like the idea.
Yeah.
Gives guys an incentive. A little way to earn some extra cash. They'll seed everybody 1 through 28. Here's McLaughlin. Back pass for Reed. He'll fire a three.
Short.
Top of the key. Well, they needed it. Won't fall, though, and here comes Ledbetter the other way. Gives it off for King. King looks to drive. Now drops it back. Lawson thought about a three. Instead gives it off for Hamas. Hamas on a pull-up jumper. Back iron no good, and a rebound for Reed.
6 rebounds
it
for
goes
Reed.
for Wigington. Wigington on a three ball. Got it.
Lindell coming off the 25-point performance on Wednesday night, now up to 8 points for the Iowa Wolves, tied with Noel to lead the way in this tough shooting night.
49-33, the lead 16 here for the Spurs. King has his pass deflected, gets it right back though. Ledbetter's three is up and good.
He was shooting it from deeper than that during warm-ups and making it just like that, nothing but net, so not surprised at that shot.
Wigington looks to drive it. Lindell fouled by Lawson. Not sure if that's going to be a shooting foul.
2 shots coming. Lawson's picked up his 3rd personal foul too, by the way, so.
Well, they're in the bonus regardless, so minute 7 to go here in the first half. Lindell Wigington at the line shooting 1 for 2 points.
Again, for all those serving our country in the military or those going to college, if you have that ID, both military ID and college ID, valid at any regular season home game, you can come and check out the Wolves for 50% off at the Arena Ticket box office. Again, that's iawolves.com, where you can follow us and like us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Snapchat. But again, the free throws missed. That is 4 misses on the front end of free throws, so that's 8 points. Not on the board.
8 points left at the free throw line for Iowa. Here's Hamas shooting the 3 ball off the mark. Murphy there for the rebound. Iowa trailing 19 into the front court. A little over 40 seconds to play. And Reed bobbles the pass into the hands of the Spurs. Hamas the other way. Hits the front of the rim with his shot attempt, but a rebound by Shamanich. And he lays it up and in.
McLaughlin with no points here in the first half. John, when could you say that in this early season? Murphy with no points here in the first half.
Noel looks to drive it. Kicks for McLaughlin. 3 on the way. No good. Rebound Shamanich.
And save it for the last shot. Up by 21. Why not?
Standing dribble out front for King. King drives it down the left side of the lane, has it poked away by Lindell, but a foul called. That'll send King to the line to shoot 1. Chance to extend the lead to 23 here with 3.6 seconds left to go in the half. King so far tonight, 2 points. Chance to double that up, and he does with the free throw. So McLaughlin with 3 seconds, see if he can get a good shot off. Through the lane, and he is fouled, no call. Wow, how do you not call a foul there? Well, it won't matter that for Austin.
And even win or loss, when have you seen Iowa's Jordan McLaughlin shut out in the first half? I mean, that's where the Iowa's first, that's really the focal point right now, to see him get it going. I think if he gets it going, that'll help the rest of the team. No points at halftime on 0 of 6 shooting for Jordan. The Spurs have done a good job of shutting him down tonight.
Well, he does have 5 assists and 4 rebounds, so hopefully he can get it going in the points category. But Iowa's going to need stops on the defensive end. It'll be Austin basketball to start the second half. Oh, McLaughlin with a steal on one end and a foul. So Jordan might get into that scoring column pretty quickly.
And Farrell picks up a quick 3rd foul on the ball game right there, so Iowa kind of with some full court pressure that time, and McLaughlin with the pick. Iowa was just 4 of 8 from the charity stripe. Again, you only shoot 1 to make the 2 or the 3 depending on your shot selection, and there's another miss. So that's 10 points left off the scoreboard on misses, 4 of 9 from the free throw line. Austin's only taken 3 tonight, made 2 of them.
Well, McLaughlin stays on that 0, misses the free throw, uncharacteristic. LG Gildo with the offensive rebound, so he'll have a chance to notch the 2 points, and he does.
Gill to double figures with 10 off of his 4th rebound of the ball game.
So it's a 56-35 Spurs lead. Eubanks with it. Off for Weatherspoon. He finds Farrell. Farrell along the... Oh, Eubanks drops it in and gets the foul, so Eubanks a chance at a 3-point play.
And Nas turned his back to who he was defending, didn't see Eubanks make the cut right. He was thinking left, and that made it easy, and Nas tried to recover too late, picks up a personal foul.
So Eubanks at the line. Free throw is up and good. Drew Eubanks with a 3-point play.
That now makes it a 24-point lead, the biggest of the ball game by the Austin Spurs here.
There's McLaughlin, standing dribble out front. Gives it off for Reed. It's LG Gill. Back from McLaughlin. McLaughlin to the rim, lays it up and in. He's in the scoring column. Weatherspoon across the timeline for Austin. Weatherspoon will fire a three from the right wing, knocks it down.
Weatherspoon now to 9 points. He also has grabbed 7 rebounds for the Spurs.
And McLaughlin just throws it away. Another turnover for Iowa.
12-6 in that column. Iowa with 12. Austin with 6 turnovers in the ball game.
Shamanich just turns and fires over Noel. Easy 2 points. Shamanich at 6'10". Noel giving up about 6 inches there. There's Jalen on the drive. Noel, they're going to get Shamanich with the foul. Not sure if that was in the act of shooting.
For Shamanich, that's just his first personal foul of the ball game.
So it will be 2 shots for Jalen Noel.
Again, the Iowa Wolves will be back home on Monday, December 2nd against Oklahoma City Blue. It'll be a meal deal night, all in for $10 meal deal available for 10 a person, including a game ticket, hot dog, and soda, or the Chick-fil-A meal deal available for 20 a person, including game ticket, Chick-fil-A sandwich, bag of chips, and a soda. Go to iowolves.com for ticket and game day information.
And Williams pokes it out of bounds into the front row after the miss by Weatherspoon. So Iowa trailing 25 will have a side out in the front court. And it goes for McLaughlin. Tyus Battle. Pull-up jumper, misses everything. Now it's Weatherspoon. Into the front court for the Spurs. Looks to drive it, goes right at Reed, lays it up, shot won't fall. And Naz Reed with the rebound. McLaughlin pushes it. And Gill, LG, fouled on the reverse layup attempt by Eubanks.
I just had a chuckle at Eubanks picking up his 4th foul, but how did he not think that wasn't a foul? There's the body contact right there, left hand on his hip after that. And he's on the floor looking at the official like, what did I do?
He said he was straight up.
Well, we saw different, and the replay showed different.
So LG Gill at the line. 1 free throw for 2 points, and he knocks it down.
LG now with 12 points in the ball game, but the Wolves a big hole here, 25 down.
Well, make it 23 after the free throw, 64-41, and McLaughlin comes away with a steal. Jordan decides to pull it back. Pippen was down there protecting the rim. Naz Reed standing with it. Now Reed will put it on the floor and lays it up, and a foul late. And that's going to send Naz Reed to the line. Going to have a foul on Pippen. So Naz at the line, chance to cut this thing to 21, Tony.
Yeah, the free throws, Iowa's missed plenty of them tonight, so you got to take advantage of with the new rule that 1 shot to make it 2 points.
Yeah, Naz connects on this one to give himself 2 more. 64-43.
Naz now with 9 points and 7 rebounds.
Pippen with it out front. Now it's Williams. Farrell on the right side gets a screen. Kicks it back up top, Williams. Ledbetter has it. Inside they go, Shamanich spins it baseline, lays it up off the glass and in.
You see the ball movement there, though, John, from one side to the other. It was boom, 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 boom. We haven't seen that flow by Iowa tonight. Like the last game, that was what we saw all night long when they had that big run. But tonight it's just been a one-on-one, two-on-one, two-on-two type of game, Iowa offensively, and not making their baskets with it.
So Shamanich's free throw is up and no good. LG Gill high for the rebound.
Shamanich now with 14 in the ball game for the Austin Spurs.
McLaughlin gives it off for Noel. Noel into the paint, kicks to the corner. Battle will try a 3, and he gets it.
Much needed.
Battle.
His first basket of the ball game as well. He has 5 rebounds, but his first points, and it's a 3-point basket.
Ledbetter thought about a 3, instead gives it off for Pippen. Now it's Farrell. Farrell on a pull-up, 2-ball, no. And the rebound into the hands of Gill. Outlet for Noel. Iowa chance to cut it to 18, 17 with a 3. Into the corner, McLaughlin lets it fly, 3-ball, no. And Shamanich outlets for Ledbetter. Ledbetter down the left side, looks inside, and Reed steals it. And what do we have? Timeout called. Naz Reed hit the deck, so they call timeout to avoid a turnover.
Shamanich with 14 points, the only player in double figures. Iowa with 2 players in double figures. LG Gill with 12, Jalen Noel with 10, but the Spurs balance across the board from number 1 to the number 10 player who's been on the field, on the court tonight.
There's Jalen Noel, top of the key. Left side it goes for Reed. Now Noel gets it back. He'll fire a 3-ball. That's back iron, no good. Long rebound to Farrell. Farrell has it out top. Now Shamanich gets it back from Ledbetter. Shamanich fouled out front. LG Gill got him with the body. That'll be a side out for the Spurs.
Second on LG. You'd like to see with 7:45 before the next under 3 timeout, maybe this lead cut down to 15 or 14 points in the next spurt, but right now he's got to get some stops here by the Wolves and get some makes on the other end offensively.
Ledbetter has it on the left side. Bounce passes it inside for Pippen. They'll swing it around. Shamanich's 3 from the right corner is up and good. Shamanich, 19 years old. Played a lot as a young man over in Europe. There's Noel. Skips it to now a 3-ball by Battle. No good, but tipped out. McLaughlin will try a 3 straight away. That won't fall. And rebounded, and up ahead it goes, but turned over. Reed there for the interception. Now Naz looks to drive it. Naz Reed through the lane. Little runner, baby hook shot, gets it to go.
That was nothing easy. He earned every bit of that with the steal and then taking it down court himself. Naz to double figures with 11 points to go with his 7 rebounds and that steal.
There's Pippen with it. Gives it off for Farrell. Farrell back for Pippen. Now Pippen drives it and off the window and in. Went by Reed pretty easily there.
Yes, those long steps there. That first step had Reed on his hip, and that was a loss from the very beginning there.
Noel. Step back 3 on the way. Right wing is good. Jalen. See if he can get it going here. Lead back to 20, 71-51. Like to get it down around that 12-point mark by the end of the quarter, Tony.
I'd like to see it at 15-14 at least. We haven't seen even close to that. Every time the Wolves have had a chance to cut it under 20, the Spurs have scored. And they almost did it again there.
Shamanich fouled again on his way to the basket. He's going to shoot a free throw.
Barry Brown, Jalen Johnson check in for the Wolves. On the other side, Tevin King is checking in, along with Dalton Hamas. Again, safety is no accident. For electrical and natural gas safety tips, we ask you to visit MidAmericanEnergy.com. MidAmerican Energy, proud sponsors of Iowa Wolves basketball this season and for many seasons to come.
Shamanich's free throws up and good, so 2 more for him, and he's got a game-high 19 points. Here's Noel. Off for Reed. Reed will try a 3 right wing, no good. King up for the rebound. Tevin King will dribble it across the timeline for the Spurs. Here's Pippen with it, just left of the top of the key.
Wow.
And a 2-hand flush there by Shamanich.
Backdoor cuts killing the Wolves in the paint that time. Back turned by Jalen Johnson. Didn't even see the pass coming to the man he was defending. That was an easy 2.
Brown drives it, kicks. McLaughlin's 3 from the right corner. Just not a confident stroke tonight.
What's the old saying? Live by the 3 and you can die by the 3. And tonight, Iowa's trying to come back by hitting 3s and it's not dropping.
There's Hamas, his corner 3 off the mark, no good. And poked away. Noel runs it down. Jalen runs into a defender, kicks it back, swing it around.
The referee was who he thought he was Iowa Wolves player.
Another turnover for Iowa.
Just one of those nights, John.
Yeah, kind of more of the same from what we saw in the first half. Just not taking care of the basketball.
Laughlin out, Lindell Wigington checking into the ball game. Well, Lindell had a big second half on Wednesday night. Can he catapult the Wolves back up here in the second half tonight?
Here's Ledbetter. Finds Pippen underneath, just burrows his way in and lays it off the glass. Another 2 for Pippen. The lead is up to 26. Ledbetter comes away with a steal. Pass up ahead for King, and King goes up and flushes it through.
Yeah, the Spurs have come to play, and the Wolves have kind of taken a nap here in this first half of the game. 31 of 59 from the field, 10 of 19, 52.5% from three. And they've hit 4 of their 6 free throw shots. Iowa just shooting 31%, 16 of 52, and only 23% from 3 on 5 of 22, and have made 8 of their 13 free throw attempts tonight.
Barry Brown lost the handle, gets it back and saves it to Wigington. 5 on the shot clock. Murphy drives it, kicks for Duval. His 3 is up and in, a rainbow 3 by Trayvon Duval.
That was a prayer at the buzzer, too, on the shot clock. The Spurs really not letting up on the defensive side of this game.
There's Pippen with it. Off for Lawson. His 3 is up and off the mark, no good, but into the hands of King, and he scores it on the other end.
King now with 8 points in the ball game.
And it's going to be Wigington fouled, trying to find Jordan Murphy off the little slip screen.
King picks up the foul. And Lawson converging on Lindell that time.
That's 5 team fouls, so that should be Lindell shooting free throws.
Again, the Wolves will be hitting the road for the last 3 games here in November, but we'll be back on December 2nd against the Oklahoma City Blue. Go to iawolves.com for ticket information, or just come on out game day to the box office. A lot of games coming up in the month of December and early January for Iowa Wolves. Again, iawolves.com, and you can follow us and like us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Snapchat.
Well, Wigington's free throw wouldn't go. Jalen Johnson able to tie up.
That's 12 points left off from the free throw line, John. 5 of 11 from the free throw line. 8 of 14. So that's...
Yeah, and all 6 misses were 2-point misses. So it'll be Jalen Johnson and Cedric Lawson, both 6'9", jumping it up on the Iowa end. And Lawson wins the tap. Over to King it goes. King down the left side here. Looks in for Lawson. Lawson spins to the middle. Kicks it over. Hamas on the drive, and he lays it up off the glass with the right hand and in. Duval races the other way. Brown will try a 3. Knocks it down. Barry Brown Jr. So it's an 83-57 lead for the Spurs. King with it in the front court. Little 3-man weave out front. Now King looks to drive it. Off for Ledbetter. Ledbetter on a pull-up, well contested, and a rebound for Wigington. Johnson did a nice job to get in the face of Ledbetter. And what do we got? An offensive foul. Jalen Johnson. Now as Reed will check back in, Jordan Murphy heads to the Iowa bench. A 26-point advantage here for the Spurs. Pretty quiet here in Wells Fargo.
Yeah, it's hard to say a whole lot about. There's not even been that run you'd expect during a ball game like this. You know, John, you always see those spurts, but Iowa hasn't had one in this game. A credit to the Spurs for not allowing it to happen.
And they look inside, and Jalen Johnson's going to pick up another foul.
Yeah, he had
that's going to
reached around there and grabbed the body.
Kavian Pippen going to head to the line for a 2-point free throw. 2:23 rather to go here in the third quarter. Spurs lead 26, chance to make it 28, but the free throw by Pippen won't fall. Up ahead it goes for Brown. Brown, what do they got? Brown hit the deck. Do they call a kick ball or a foul?
Yeah, I think they called it a kick.
Yep. So a 19 showing on the shot clock. 2:16 to go here in the third, and it'll be Iowa ball on the side out. Wigington will trigger it in for Iowa.
Matt Farrell and Quindary Weatherspoon checking in for the Spurs.
Kick out. Jalen Johnson's three off the mark, no good. Hamas with the rebound. And he'll look inside. Pippen with a skip pass over to Farrell. Farrell looking inside. Now he sees Pippen flash to the free throw line. And a shot off the mark. Rebound, Trayvon Duval. Good pass for Reed. Johnson tries to find Wigington and does. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Here's Reed. Gets it into the paint. Reed hit on his way up. Shot no good. Naz Reed will go to the free throw line. Telling you, the length of this team has really been bothersome for Iowa.
And there's been 3 of those games here at home, John. That has been the issue. Some of the size issues and the length of the arms and causing Iowa offensively. But there's been a lot of just not that extra pass tonight. The crispness in the offense, the movement of the basketball, just not there like we saw Wednesday night.
Well, Reed knocks down his free throw. Cuts it to a 24-point lead, 83-59. Into the front court come the Spurs with Farrell.
Wow. Iowa kind of playing like a 1-3-1 zone here.
Just trying to mix it up a little bit defensively. Farrell catches, now drives it into the paint. Elevates, shot up, no, and a rebound by Weatherspoon. He lays it off the glass and in.
I don't know who was in front of him, but he just snatched that rebound.
Here's Jalen Johnson with a pretty finger roll. So they trade buckets. Lead stays at 24, 85-61. Under a minute to go here in the third. Hamas kicks back. Lawson will try a three. That one's good. Wide open look. And some issue with the clock. They're going to put a little bit of time back on the game clock. 88-61, 27-point advantage here for the Spurs. That's a pretty good-looking team, Tony.
Yeah, they played well. And it started on the defensive side and it just kept on going. Plus, they're hitting their threes tonight at a high percentage. When you're hitting your threes as well as you're hitting your shots in total for the game at the same clip, which is over 50%, you're in trouble on the other side if you're only hitting 20% from the field from three and 30% from the field overall.
Naz Reed gives it off for Wigington. Now Jalen Johnson off the glass and in.
And there's some good ball movement there that ends up in a basket, but well contested as well by the Spurs.
Yeah, it wasn't easy. Lawson looks to drive it, goes right at Johnson, lays it up and in.
Yep. If you can't make a stop, you're not going to make a comeback. And right now, Iowa cannot make stops.
Brown fouled on his way to the basket.
Thomas is going to pick up the personal.
That's his first foul.
For your Austin Spurs fans listening again tonight, out there on NBAGleague.com and the app, Sunday, November 24th, Monday, November 25th, and Friday, November 29th, your next upcoming games all at home, Salt Lake City, Lakeland, and South Bay. For Iowa, it'll be the road trip for the rest of the month of November at Northern Arizona on the 26th, and Santa Cruz and Stockton on the 29th and 30th.
Yeah, Brown makes the free throw, cuts the lead to 25, 90-65. Weatherspoon dribbling out most of the third quarter clock here, about a 2.5 second differential. Here's Weatherspoon, looks to drive it. Kicks it over. Farrell will try a long three. That one off the mark, no good. Now Duval heaves it up at half court. Shot won't go. Wouldn't have counted anyway. And that's the end of the third quarter. 3 quarters in, one less point in the third quarter that they did in the first half. The bad news is the Spurs scored 2 more to extend their lead to 25.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Iowa with Jalen Noel, Naz Reid with 13 points, LG Gill with 12. On the other side, Luka Šamanić with 21 points, 11 for Quindary Weatherspoon, and 10 for Derek Lawson and Dalton Hamas to lead the way for the Austin Spurs, who are trying to even up their season record at 3-3. If Iowa can pull off a huge comeback, that's where they'd stand.
And a lob up top for Eubanks, and he flushes it through Nice alley-oop there for the Spurs. Duval tried to find Naz Reid on a little bounce pass inside. Ball kicked away. So it'll stay with Iowa here with 19 on the shot clock. Wigington will trigger it in for Iowa. Now Barry Brown comes out to get it from Reed. Lobs it up for Reed. Reed probably not quite ready for that one. Kicks it back for Brown. Brown will try a three ball. In and out, no good. And Eubanks with a nice strong rebound for the Spurs.
Iowa 7 of 25 from three. That's 28%. While Austin 11 of 23 for 48% from the three-point line tonight. Kenny Williams checking back in. Is Shamanich as well. Luca.
Yeah, Weatherspoon was whistled for a traveling violation there.